Qigong Center at Red Willow, and I'm here with my friend Kirk Norby. And Kirk is a Qigong instructor and has been teaching for us for a couple years now, I think, right?
Yes.
And one of the things that I really, really appreciate about Kirk's classes and his approach to Qigong and teaching Qigong is the encompassing breadth of the information that Kirk brings to his classes. So one of the things that is really interesting for me is to always find out what kind of precipitated your even beginning to study this, because this is a huge, huge topic.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is a big one.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what got you there?
Well, it actually started with Tai Chi Chuan.
Okay. So those are related, right?
They are, actually,
Yeah.
yes. I understand that Tai Chi Chuan actually grew out of Qigong practice,
Okay.
as
Yep.
did some of the other martial arts, not all of them. So I was learning Tai Chi Chuan and learned a couple of Qigong exercises as well. And I practiced those for a handful of years. And then one day I learned that there was a man teaching Qigong at the university here in Missoula on Saturday mornings. And I signed up for his class and later more classes.
Mm-hmm.
And my interest has continued since that time.
Yeah.
That was 1989.
So here you still are.
Here I am.
Yeah.
It's as you mentioned,
Yeah.
it's a big field. There's a lot to it. It's not just a few movements and a couple of meditations. Right. There's so much related material.
Right. Well, and I think it's important. I think that a lot of people might be more familiar with the practices of yoga, for example.
Sure.
And when we recognize that there are all of these aspects to yoga, we have to also recognize that there are a lot of aspects to the Chinese traditions, of which Tai Chi and all of the forms of Tai Chi and Qigong are part of that. And it's part of a health and healing system. And I think it's really important to recognize that when we talk about these practices, that they include movement for sure, but they also include contemplative meditative practices. They include how you arrange your environment. They include what you eat. And that one of the things that I think is so fascinating about the work that Kirk does is that we also understand that those needs change as the seasons change.
Yes.
So can you say a little bit more about that? Because that was a really overview.
Well, that was very good. Actually, one of the things that's been in my mind a lot recently is something that my current teacher, Dr. Ron Davis, mentioned, and that is that we are part of nature,
right.
And nature changes. So to be healthy, and totally healthy, right. or truly healthy, especially long term, we need to change also. So eating the same every day right. doesn't work forever.
Right.
It's you need to change, and one of the things that he has mentioned is that if your eating habits are more in line with what you can get from your local garden, that's going to be better. It doesn't give us everything because we don't grow grains probably, mm-hmm. But it's a general idea as
right.
far as the produce. If you could eat
right.
more in line with what's in your garden or what could be in your garden now, that
right.
would be better.
At least in the area, right?
Yes,
At least
yes.
in the region, yeah,
yes.
yeah. So I think that really recognizing that that it is, and I think of course the idea of staying in line with nature is a really big deal. And when we recognize that both Ayurvedic medicine as well as Chinese medicine really grew out of the observation of nature to begin with,
yes.
that is really really informs the medical aspects of these practices. So pretty exciting stuff.
It is.
Yeah,
it's
interesting.
It's not boring.
No, it's not boring. Yeah. So it changes all the time. So if you are interested in participating in one of Kirk's classes, he does some seasonal practices, of course, with Qigong, as well as other kinds of other forms of Qigong as well. Please visit our website at www.redwillowlearning.org. Thank you so much.